Welcome. So this is a demonstration of ERP accounting software. I want to show you how this software will help you to manage, your food, your drink business. All right. So the first thing I want to let you know is that the software is a tool that you will use and grow. So maybe you have just one location or one outlet now. Tomorrow you might get 2 shops, 2 outlets. You will still use the software. And the sweet thing is that you're not paying based on the number of locations that you have. You pay based on the number of people that will use it. So let's say you have you have like 3 outlets, okay, but you just want 2 people from the head office to manage what is happening there. You just pay for the 2 people. Okay, so for this business, look at this business we are using for demonstration. This business has 3 branches. So if the business owner wants to know what is happening in, Maraba, the business owner will just click here and we access every information you have been seeing here will now be what is happening in Maraba. Do you get it? So this is how great the tool is. Alright. Now, another thing I want you to know about this tool is that it helps you to control the activities of your staff. So here, using this particular feature, here you can register all your staff members. Then you choose those that will be users here. Now, using this particular feature, you'll be able to control what your staff can do. Like when you want them to log in, let me give you as an example. Assuming I want to add a user now, you'll be able to say, okay, can you see? You check where you want them to, still asking you what time do you want them to log in, the days you want them. You can even go to the extent of saying I want them to use a particular system with a particular IP address. Okay, like you can actually restrict a lot of things that they can do, okay, on the software. But the main aim of this demonstration is to show you how this will help you to manage your materials, your ingredients, and also your finished product. Okay, so let's begin with your material. Okay, once you start using the software, you're going to take stock of the available material that you have and also provide list of maybe those you don't have in stock but you use them, and they will be uploaded. So once they're uploaded, you can actually see what you have on ground here. Okay, this is a demo account. I just have few entries. So this is the only material that you have on ground. So you see the cost that you bought them. This will show you the total cost of your materials or ingredients that you have available. Okay, and also while registering it, the system is also smart enough that recognizes the fact that maybe you buy this material but let's say one of your item you have is rice. So you buy the rice, okay, but you have a bucket or a cup that you use in measuring this rice. So you are going to bring the rice in. You're going to tell the system that you have this cup. So let's say now the system will now ask you how many cups. That let's say here you have like 64 cups is equal to 1 bag of rice. So what this will help you do is when you're not tracking the material, this rice, the system will show you how many bags you have and how many cups that is available. I don't know if you actually get me. Alright, so this is basically one sweet thing about this software. Okay, so now that all your materials are registered, so you've gone to the market, you bought some materials, okay, what do? You come over here and do what? You register the materials that you bought. So once you register this, the system calls it intake. You can also change it to purchases. It will increase the quantity that you have. So once you use the material, so let's say every day you issue some materials to them, you still come over here, okay, to register it. The essence is if you register the purchases and you don't take it away from here, the system will be as though you still have them available. There's also another place to record it, which is here. I'm also going to show you later. So we are tracking movement. So the first movement, we have the stock available. Second, we purchase, so it has increased. We have taken away the ones we use. The stock available we also reduce. So what other movements can happen to our material? So if you have like for the business that have like 6 branches, you have 2, you have 3, or maybe you have like your factory. And you have other small kitchen. So from the big kitchen you now supply stuff to other small kitchen. So you have to do all those kitchen will be recorded as a warehouse, okay, on the software. Then you can do transfer. Okay, so when you come over here, the system will ask you where are you transferring from, where is the material going. You select the materials, okay. Alright, then what other stuff can happen? You are into food business. So you have a lot of perishables. So maybe you did not use up your material on time and it got damaged. Okay, what do? provided you've registered them here before they got damaged. You're also going to account for the damages. Okay, to do that, you come over here and you fetch data, and you now tell the system. So let's say that this floor, maybe you are bringing out 2 cups and the 2 cups poured away, so it has damaged. You want to remove the 2 kg or 2 cups. So look at this shape. Can you see transfer to warehouse bin? So the same way you have normal bin. Okay, so when I click here, I'll tell the system, see, let's say 1 kg, 2 kg got damaged. Now it will ask you the reason. You put the reason. Now look up here, you see what you put here is materials that are damaged, material that you don't want to use again. Maybe you have been using a particular material, but maybe it's no longer giving you what you want. You decide to change and you want to throw away the old ones. You're also going to use this to throw it away. Okay, so another thing is, let's say you've got some materials and you now discover that it has fault, and you call the supplier, and the supplier says, okay, bring them. So it's not the supplier wants to take responsibility for it. So all you just have to do, you also come over here. Can you say register quantity? So you go with that particular item, you click, and you click on it, on this transfer to register quantity return to supplier. It will ask you how many are you returning, how many quantity. You put a note, maybe why you are returning it. Okay, then so at any point in time, you want to know what you have available on ground, especially the materials that you buy in bulk. You want to know what you have on ground, or you want to see the movement of your materials. So what do? You can come over here. Then when you come over here, you select the period you want to view. So to me, I want the system to show me what happened to all the materials we have within this year. I can also check from this to this. Do you get? Then I'll fetch data. When I fetch data, so the system is telling me that at the beginning of the year, I had 0 stock at the beginning of the year, and within the period, this is the quantity that came in, this is the quantity that left. Okay, so and this is what I have available. Therefore means if I go to measure or scale the flour I have in the business, it should be this. My baking powder should be this. My sugar should be this. Okay. Now the next question I want to ask is, the system, this is in and out. It's not really clear. Okay, let's say this out now. Is it that we use this out? Is it the material we used? Is it the one that got damaged? Is it the one we returned to supplier? Do you get? So we want to actually know the real thing that happened and not just a summary. This is a summary. Then we will now come over here. This is called bin card. If you know what bin card is, this is the automated bin card. If you don't, I'm going to teach you in the training so this video doesn't get long. So here, I'll also tell the system, show me what happened to this particular material, this 50 kg flour. I want to know what happened to it. I'll fetch data. So the system is explaining the end. It's telling me that it should show you the date. If you have bin card in the business, you find out that this is how it's always done. So the intake means it's purchases. So you purchase 350. You on this date you use 120. On this date you purchase. On this date you use. So this is more what happened is you purchase and you use. There is no damage or anything for this particular item. Is it clear? So this is basically how you see what happened to your materials. The next is you record. You bring in all the products that you have. Okay, so if you are getting it through me, you will ask you for the list. I will give you a template. So you also do your stock count, the available items you have. Because as a restaurant, maybe you also have the ones that you buy that you sell. Do you get? You buy and sell. Okay, so all your products will be uploaded here, and just like you saw in the materials, when you upload, you can actually see all the stock that you have available, right? So fetch data, you have them. This is everything we have. This is everything we have here. Okay, you see the selling price. So if you also have wholesale, if you do wholesale, maybe you produce something like cake in bulk. So you supply, you have price for supplies, you have stock for people buying one. We can actually add it for you here. Alright, so then the next thing we will do is we want this system to help us with our material costing. Okay, so I'm going to set it up to what we will now do. You want to bring in your recipe. Okay, so let me come down here. I will want to register requirements or recipe. Okay, the system calls this requirement. So let's say I want to provide recipe for this product. Sorry, I'm just giving an example. So I'm telling the system that if I want to make 50 bottles of this product, that I need this. Let's say I need this, I need that, and I also need this. Please, I don't care the product, I'm only showing you. So maybe this one I need 4, maybe this one I need 2, maybe this one I need 3. Okay, so this is my recipe. Alright, so if you already know, if for you to use this recipe, you should know, to make this. Don't worry, during when we are training, I'll show you different ways to know it. Let's not bother ourselves. So this shows that for you to make 50 pieces, it will cost you 26,000 in material. So it therefore means 26 divided by 50 will give you the cost of 1 bottle of this, zero sugar zobo. So I will now do what? Save. So if I want to see all the recipe that I've created here, all my product recipe, even if there are 100, 200, you see them all here. I have 3 here. So that means that tomorrow now, if I want to do production of, let's say, I have 50. Somebody gave me a contract to make 1,000 at one. Once I put 1,000 and fetch data, the system will use the recipe I've created to tell me that. And the sweet thing is that when I'm buying new material and recording the new price, the system will also be updating it here. Okay, now if you have gone through my pricing class, it's almost the same method, although this one is more automated. So look at this. So the system is telling me that, see, your base, the one I used to create my recipe, is 50 for 50 products. Then my target now I want to produce is 100. So the system is showing me for my 50, this is what I use. So if this is what I need and the cost for 50, then this is what I need for 1,000 and the cost. And this is total cost for making 1,000. So if you do 520 by this 1,000, it should be able to give you the same thing as 26,000 by 50. I don't know if you are getting me. So this is how it works. So now that you've registered your product, you have your recipe done. So you want to do production. Either you want to cook food. I know that as a restaurant, if you run a restaurant, maybe you do a la carte. So people demand you make. Alright, the software will also help you. Okay, so example, let's say you make item where you produce and keep and sell. Maybe you fry meat, you do your meat pie, you make your cake, so you make it, then bring it out and sell. So all you just have to do is, after production, you come here and you can use this. I will use another example to show you how to use this. So you can just come over here, then you register. You just pick the item. So let's say you made tiger nuts and you made zobo. Okay, you put the quantity you have made, their cost. Okay, with your recipe you must have known their cost. Then and that is it. Okay, so maybe you also want to register you can decide to register an item and the material you use to produce that item, or you do this a la carte stuff. Okay, so a customer have demanded for a bowl of soup and you have to prepare it for that customer. You can decide to register the product now. You can decide to register the product and what was used to make the item. Okay, so let's use this particular one. So let's say that I made meat pie. Okay, or let's say I made meat pie for meat pie. I want to record the meat pie I produce. Or this could be your rat soup, it can be anything, and the quantity and what I used to make it. And if for this to work very well, I must have registered the recipe for this thing here. So here I will tell the system, okay, let me use the product you just saw me, use as an example, this. So let's say I want to record this and associated material that I use. So when I come here, it's then asking me how many did I produce. So let's say I produce 100. Once I write the 100 here, the system will help me to get the costs. And this is the percent price. I can actually say, no, I will now sell this at 1,000. I don't know if you're getting me. Now go down, you will see. Because I've set up the recipe for this. The system is now telling me that is why the system was able to get me the cost of 1 bottle. It's telling me that, see, what you will need, what you're supposed to have used is 8 kg of this, 4 kg of this, 6 kg. But in reality, maybe you use something like 8.5. You can come here, look at this cost. You can come here now and put 8.5. Then the system gives you a new cost. So maybe this one, what you there use was 5. Okay, you see the system will then give you a new cost. So this helps you don't do any guess of costing again. So if you are bringing your production 1-1, after you have put your recipe, the system will help you to do the costing automatically. Also, now we have done with our production, we've brought them in. Also, if there are items that you make, like you make your flour, you sell to customers, you also use it for production, you record it as product. That particular one you use for production, you do what? You come here and record it, tell the system you have for production. Then the next is, so if you do, what other movements can occur? So if you have, like you have a head office and other outlets, so you produce at your head office and share to other outlets. Do you understand? Distribute to other outlets. You can also do your stock transfer here, the same way I showed you material transfer. You can also do your stock transfer here and tell the system you're moving it from the like you see this warehouse. It's not like a warehouse like warehouse. Please, this is like the system. Once you say you have a product, the system assumes that product is in a warehouse, because the system believes that somebody can have one shop and different warehouses. For instance, let me take you outside making food. Let's say somebody that is selling you the material. You can go to your supplier. You want to buy rice, you go to a warehouse for rice. You want to buy oil, you go to a warehouse for oil. There are some big suppliers like that. So for such a business, you might want to track the goods inside the warehouses. Example again, if you make bread and you have truck that goes to sell that bread for you, okay, each of the truck are loaded. You want to track the sale coming from each truck. Each of those trucks will be recorded as warehouse. So the system sees anywhere you have your goods that you want to track it there as warehouse. Do you understand? Okay. So the next is, so you now do the transfer. It's coming from maybe head office to any other place, wherever it's going to. Okay. So the next is, you now want to sell. So when customers wants to buy, you use this particular feature, you use this invoice feature to buy. Okay. This one is not applicable to you. This is for businesses like people that sell phone. You buy, maybe so customer can bring old phone, you swap. So use here to record your sale. Also, based on inventory movement, if there are goods that you purchase, like your drink, your alcoholic drinks and other soft drinks, your soda, this is where you record it. This one is for your production. Okay, this one is for the ones you produce, right? So I've shown you sales. Okay, when you sell, all these things are movements. So when you sell, what happened? The goods are going out. The customer that bought might be like, what? This is not what I ordered. This is it. I want to change it. I'm returning it. You can have return as a business, even though it might not be frequent, but you can have it. And when that happens, you come here and register the return inward. Can you see it? You can also register return inward from your invoice. So you can also register it from your invoice. Like you want to be sure this customer actually bought from us first. You want to check that the sales has been recorded. Okay, so let's say this is the one the customer is returning. You just click here. Let's say this is the one. You click here. Can you say return inwards? Okay, from here you can register whichever one the customer is returning. So your item, sorry, this is a material. Your item can also get damaged, and you also track it here, just like that same way I showed you a material, so that I don't take much of your time. And you can then come here and view the materials that got spoiled. That if you say view general view, well, I want to see. You can also come here, view stock in bin. So you can come here and view the item that got spoiled if I've already recorded. Okay, and the one you purchase, you can also return to supplier. Okay. There's also another one about conversion. I don't know. This one hardly happens in food business. The example is, so let's say you make let me say example, you make maybe Tiger or let me say Zobo. You make Zobo in 5 liters, so you already have it in 5 liters sealed, and you also make it, let's say, in 2.5 liters, and you still have the ones that you've already sealed in 5 liters. Because you have a customer that wants to buy 2.5 liters and you don't have it available. You can decide to transfer that one in 5 liters into 2.5 liters. So this is where you do it. Tell the system, maybe a customer wants to buy 2 bottles. You can tell the system, okay, remove one 2.5 liters here. You select it. You can tell the system, okay, remove one here, and now you use it to make 2 of these. So you are removing this from stock and you're adding 2 of 2.5 in stock. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So you can actually use this software to track it. You can see that this software manages every form of inventory movement. If there's how your goods move that I've not reflected, you can let me know. Okay, that same way that you saw your material movement summary, you can also see it here. Okay, you tell the system, I want to see what happened to these goods this year. Oh, sorry, this is not what I want. So you can tell the system you want to see what happened to these goods this particular period. Sorry, view general stock card. Alright, so the system will do what? We show you. Look at it. Alright, so this is exactly what you saw the other time. Then you see to show you the total stock value that you have. This will help you to know how rich you are self. For instance, look at this other report the system can show you here. This report will help you. You then know that CO, if you sell everything you have, this is how much you have to get. Alright, so and that is it. Also, the same way the item has shown you all your product movement, remember that you can still click on this to view what happened to each of these products, but I've already shown you that in material, so I guess you understand what you will see when you come over here. The system will also help you to track the movement of your money. So when you are recording sales, you can record the amount of money the customer have paid immediately. Okay, if by any chance you sell by credit, you also record the money that customer paid using receipts. Okay, if by any chance you also accept installmental payment, I know that may not work, that may not be possible. You can also register it and state the purpose here. If you also accept deposit from customers, or you accept pre-order, you use PC to capture the money. Then when you are now selling, you then use invoice. Also, on movement of money too, when you spend money, when you incur expenses, okay, you register your expenses here. Okay, if your staff will need cash in your absence to run 1 or 2, I encourage you to adopt petty cash, whereby you give them some cash, maybe weekly, and they will use it and give you account. So when you are giving them, you give them through here. As they're registering, they register through here. Also, when you buy your equipment that you are using, your refrigerator and co, you use this to register it. The system will just depreciate it for you automatically. Then if you have like two bank account here, you register all your bank account here. If you have like 2 or 3 bank account and you're transferring money from this bank account to this bank account, you can register it here. You have some cash that you've lodged in the bank, you also come here and register it. You withdraw money from the business to do 1 or 2 things, you also come here and do what? And register it. Okay, then you can also see your money movement just like you saw your product movement. Okay, let's go to our cash book. If you remember the 2-column cash book they taught us in secondary school, you are going to see it practically here. So here the system will summarize all your money movement. It's telling you petty cash expense, you did expenses of 20,000 cash, you withdraw money on this day, the system will just show you all your money movement. Also, you can also see the summary. That's what. So here I want the system to summarize everything that happened with my money within a particular period. So I want it to be this year. So the system is telling me I have made total of this in sales. I have received this, which means there are people that pay me that have not bought from me. This is cash that I've received this period. This is the amount that I've paid to bank. This is expenses and other ones. Okay. Also, other money movement I didn't show you is when you buy goods. Okay, when you buy your material or finished products, the ones that you bought, while registering the purchases, you can also register the amount of money that you paid the supplier immediately. Then if there are suppliers, so can you see to ask you payments made? Did you make payments? So you put the payment. Also, now if there are people that you pay in advance or you are owing them, you now want to pay them what you are owing them, you will use this payment voucher to record it. Also, when customer return an item to you, it could be that you are refunding the customer, you are not exchanging. So if you are refunding the customer, here when you are actually registering the return, you can immediately tell the system that you are refunding. Okay, but if maybe you have the intention of exchanging and you could not exchange again, you can then still use this same payment voucher to record the payment that to record that payment you've made to customer. So if you are paying to supplier, you leave it. If you are paying to customer, you also put it there. Alright, so this is to show you that the software will also help you to track the movement of your money. Now, I want you to see the magic of this software. Like I said, your job is to record any transaction that occurs. Then the software will be doing the summary, both the material summary and the product summary you saw. You did not do anything, you just recorded and the system does it for you. So let me give you an example of what I mean by 1 minute. The magic that this software will do for you is, let me give an example. You record sell. A customer comes to buy stuff. Once you record this sell from this customer, the system does so many things. Once you submit, the system, if you are, let's say you recorded this is your regular customer, maybe your wholesaler, the people you supply, maybe your cake or your chin. So once you register this customer, automatically the system updates the customer's account. You will see all your customers here. You can come here and now view your customers. Let's say this person. As soon as you record the sale, let me view all my transactions. The system comes here and do what? Updates this customer's account immediately. That is number one thing that will happen. Secondly, automatically the system goes to your stock record and reduces your stock. Automatically, the system goes to your profit and loss and updates and give you a new profit. Calculate the cost of what you sold automatically and show you your new profit. That is the magic. So you have only to do just one. The same thing with purchases. Once you record purchases, a lot of reports will be generated immediately. Okay, then what are some of these reports that you need? At the end of the day, you want to reconcile with your staff, so you want to see your sales summary. When you come over here, you can select the period. It could be from this to this or today. I'm just using this here because I want to have much data, because this is the demo account. I don't have much thing there. If you have sales girls or cashier, you can select the one that you want to reconcile with. So when you click here, it will show you all the items you sold, category by category, how much is cash. So you just count the cash and be sure it's here, except if they have use of expenses, which I don't encourage. Okay, then you count the cash should be this amount. Then the money transferred into your bank is this amount. If you have POS, it will show you. You just print your POS. If you are using something like only money points, your transfer and the POS will give you total of what is the money point. That is reconciliation. Okay. If you have different banks, you come over to your receipt to view the particular bank, what is inside the particular bank. No time to view that. They just know is what is obtainable. Then another report you might want to see is what is the profit on each of these items that you are selling. Okay, not just that you are selling. Okay, at the end of today, you want to know profit made from all the items you have sold today. You want to know profit you made from all the items you sold for the year, for the week, from this to this. When you come over here, it will show you. Look at this item, look at what you made, look at the cost, look at your profit. Okay, you might also want to check the performance of the product. Which item is performing better than the other? So let's go and check what we have here. Now I'm telling the system to show me my best product, top by quantity, the one that I sold more in quantity. I'm still checking for the year. Okay, so I can say show me top 5 products, show me top 50, show me top 1000, however you want to do it. Then I'll come here and fetch data. I want you to take note. So the system is telling me, look at the one I'm interested, that this product I sold the highest in quantity, followed by this, followed by this. Alright, then I want the system to show me the one that gave me the highest money. So top by amount. I'll come down and still fetch data. You see, it's still this one. This one is still, so it's still topping in amount that I made. But this one that was second before is now here, because this is the amount of money I got from it. But this one that is 42 is now second. 35 is that the 35 that was lower than this in quantity is now third. Are you getting me? I can tell the system show me in a number of times order was placed on that item, because somebody can place one order and buy much quantity. So I want to know number of times order was placed on the item. This still beats them. Then this one that was the least in both quantity and amount becomes the second one. Sure you get. So with this you will understand how your items are, how they are happening. You can also see other reports like your best customer. If you record your customers, if you record their details here, you can see other reports. Look at other reports. You can see, okay, you can scan through other wonderful reports here. All right, so let's go to view more statistics. So this is where I'm going to end the demonstration. Forget about this. So I want the system to show me more data for the year. So when I fetch data, there are so many data, I'm just trying to pick the important ones. So it's telling me that my product, see the top product, the way it has arranged it again. So this is top by quantity. Do you see the top by quantity, the by amount? The top customers, this customer is highest, he bought item of 400, followed by this, followed by this. Top used material, you see. So I use this material 4 times, I use this one, I use this one once. Sure you get. So these are other reports and so many. Finally, sorry, you want to know your general profit and loss. So when you come over here, you come over to financial report. Can you see? You can click to see your profit. This is one of the profit accounts. You can see. I can tell the system, show me everything that happened within the year, and then fetch data to show me my profits. The other report, balance sheet and co. You see? So show me that I did not make profit. This is a demo, so I was just entering anything. Okay, so this is basically how this software will help you to manage your food business. And I want to encourage you, yes, making the first investment will cost some money, but I tell you, this is that rest you're looking for. I don't know my profit, this is the solution. I don't know if I'm growing or not, this is the solution. I don't know how to do costing, this is the solution. Get this software and have the best experience. So chat me for us to, if there's any other thing you want to ask me, I'm always available. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.